Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Good topic. Internal and external validation. When you know you have done something and you're proud of yourself, you know you look good, you know you're smart, you know your worth, that's internal validation. You know within you've got what it takes. External validation, slippery slope. Because that's when you're going to others. Am I worthy? Do I look nice? Am I doing good work? Am I worthy of you? Slippery slope. And it starts with little kids. I mean, with just babies. Because as soon as they're drawing that first flower, as soon as they're walking across the room on their own, or they have a new outfit, and you're making over them, of course, and I am all about validating your kids and encouraging them and standing behind them and telling them they're beautiful. And then you say, go over and show grandma what you're wearing. Go show dad, go show mom, go show whoever what you're wearing or what you did. And they go over and they're just proud as punch. And the person, oh, why'd you put them in that? Oh, well, what's it supposed to be? Well, fine, whatever. So you're teaching the child to seek outside validation, and they're experiencing rejection. And that it does register. You may think, oh, they're 2, they're 3, they're not going to know. They know. With anything that happens in your life, anything that happens in your life, any experience, it has an emotion attached to it. You may not remember the event, you will remember the emotion. Because later on, something will happen that will trigger that emotion. You may not know why you're feeling this. There's something back there, something in the archives up here that corresponds to that emotion. Trust me, I'm old, I know my shit. So you get older, and of course you know, a little boy has a new baseball uniform. Don't think I can think of off the top of my head. A little girl has a new dress. Thinks they're just the bee's knees. I mean, they think they're pretty darn cool. They think you're very grown up. And they're prancing all over, showing everybody. And then there's that one person, and it's in every family. Well, why are they wearing that color? Well, why are they wearing a uniform for that team? They suck. Well, couldn't you get a dress that fit her better? Well, that's not her color. So the child, once again, is experiencing rejection, seeking outside validation, approval from somebody else, and being shot down. And it hurts. Now, if you put that child in a toxic family, and all kids want praise from parents, we all want to, you know, we want to feel that our parents love us, our families love us, they're proud of us. That's normal. And that's great. But you put a child in a toxic environment that they never hear that. I personally know families that no matter what the child did, it was never going to be good enough. Their hair was never going to be perfect. Their piano lesson was never going to be perfect. Their grades, even if they made straight A's, they could have done better. It's impossible to please those parents. And it's not the child, it's the parent. It's the problem of the parent, but they're projecting it on the child. And that child wants that validation. They want to feel that love, that acceptance. At that point, the child might start turning to somebody else for that validation. That might not be a healthy person. Could be a pedophile, somebody trying to groom them. And all it's going to take is somebody building them up, telling them, oh, you're pretty. Oh, you're such a big boy. That's all it's going to take. Because they're seeking external validation. They need to know. They need to be taught. Even if they teach it in preschool, you need to know your worth. Just because somebody isn't telling you you're pretty, just because somebody isn't telling you that you built the best tower of Legos, you have to know that within yourself. That has to start very, very young. So by the time the child is 10 years old and they're not getting that outside, that external validation that they need, that hopefully they have it within to make it through. And it's very difficult. And in school, teachers do the best they can. You know, they have a classroom of between 30, 40 kids, and depending on the age group, you know, that's quite a handful. It's hard to give everybody the recognition they need. When your child does well on a test, that's great. Good job. That's wonderful. Stand by them, support them, love them, but teach them. You know you did great. You studied so hard. You earned that A. You earned that B. I know this is a hard subject for you, but you worked really hard, and look at that. You passed. You got a C. I am so proud of you. That's teaching them hard work pays off, and to be proud of themselves for working hard, teaching them a strong work ethic. That's important. That is. But by the time that child is 16, we know, think back, that age, even I would say even from 13, 14 to 16, 17, everybody's seeking validation. Everybody wants to look pretty, look handsome, to go on dates, to be asked out, to go to the dance, the prom, the parties, the sleepovers, whatever it is. That's big in a kid's life. Not everybody is asked. There are people that didn't, I wasn't asked to prom. That's just the way it was. I didn't lose a lot of sleep over it. That was fine. Because I knew it wasn't that big a deal. It was fine. It was the dance. I didn't go. Okay. Teach your child. You know, rejection is going to happen. It happens to all of us. But if they have strong self-esteem, if they know their worth, they're going to get through it. It might sting a little. There might be letdowns. You know, when you like somebody and they don't like you back, or they don't like you the same way you like them, of course that hurts. Of course it is, no matter how old you are. That's going to hurt. But it's part of life. Know your worth. Don't lower your standards. Hang in there. The right person will come along. Even if you're 14 and you didn't get asked to the spring dance or whatever it is they have nowadays, just hang in there. Maybe next year. You know, go with a group of your friends. If nobody's going, you know, a lot of your friends aren't going to go have pizza. Have everybody over and watch movies. Make the best of it. Have strong self-esteem. Make the best of it. Don't sit and cry and worry about the validation of other people. Don't start changing yourself. What can I do to make them accept me? Why don't they like me? That's really a dangerous slope for a child. So work with them. Teach them. You know, everybody likes different people, and that's okay. But your value is determined by you and you alone. And if they know they're a good soul, if they know they have a good heart, they're kind, they're compassionate, they're smart, you got a good kid on your hands. They need to know that. Teach them. And as adults, we all still deal with that. I was talking to a friend of mine the other night, and this friend has a podcast that is very successful. And we were talking about, you know, you get likes, you don't get likes, you get comments, you don't get comments. Honest to God, I could care less. On YouTube, the YouTube numbers are never accurate, ever. So just because it says you only have X number of views, that doesn't mean anything, because you could have 5 times that and it just doesn't calculate. Whatever. If I get a like, fine. If I don't, fine. If somebody comments, fine. If they don't, fine. If I start getting negative, I posted something a couple of years ago that was a really good topic that has, I think, around 20,000 views now, but it was controversial. The narcissists came out, the reactive abusers came out, a lot of negative comments picking on people that were commenting. So I had to turn comments off, and I just turned them back on this year. So, you know, if you want to comment, that's fine. If you are mean, nasty, rude, making, lewd, disgusting comments, I'll just turn comments back off. Delete the comments and turn them back off. What matters to me is the message I am putting out. If my message helps one person, it's a good day. If it makes one person realize their self-worth, it's a good day. If it makes one parent put their phone down, pay attention to their kids, that's a good day. If it keeps somebody from ending their life, it's a good day. If it keeps somebody dealing with health issues to stay in treatment, it's a good day. If I help a veteran, holy cats, that's a phenomenal day. So it's about the message. I have the self-esteem. I know my worth. I know the people I help. That's enough for me. If I get the likes, I get the likes. If I don't, I don't. Okay, fine, whatever. But it's about helping people. That's for me. Now, I'm just talking about me. I'm not talking about everybody else. But you have to have that self-esteem. I know my worth. I know my value. I want you to know yours. No matter what anybody tells you, when you look in the mirror, I don't want you just to see your hair and your makeup and what you're wearing. I want you to look at your soul. Seriously, I want you to look at your soul. Are you, and ask yourself, am I a good soul? Do I help people? Yes or no? Am I good to my family members? Am I good to my extended family? Am I a good friend? Am I loyal? Am I kind? Am I trustworthy? If you're in a relationship, am I a good partner? Am I committed? Do I cheat? Do I lie, cheat, steal? Do I manipulate people? That's what matters. It's not so much the outside crap, it's the inside that counts. That's the internal validation that you need. People get too caught up in the superficial. That's superficial. Know your worth. Because, honey, you are so worthy of love and kindness and respect. Teach your kids that. Teach them it has to start with you. And they will do so well in life. I am so proud of each and every one of you. And thank you for watching the videos. I appreciate it. I sincerely do. If I help one person, it's a good day.